the main idea of a story, or the moral or the lesson of the story? Yes, 17 friends. It is not the ending of a story. Theme is the moral or the lesson learned. Hi, my name is Kelly Melvin, and I teach 3rd grade. And I was just using Kahoot with my class. It is an online tool that you can make quizzes, surveys, really anything that you want. You can structure it in any way. You can create your own Kahoot. You can create your own quiz. The questions on there are multiple choice. You can time the questions. So for instance, if it's a question that takes more time, you would want to make it 60 seconds or 2 minutes long for the kids to work on it. And when I do Kahoots, the children use secret Kahoot numbers, so no one knows who got it wrong, which is great. But I write down their secret Kahoot number because you can actually print reports from the Kahoot site and see which students are missing which standards, see which students have mastered certain standards. That way you can almost use it as like an exit ticket. You could use it as a grade. So it's really great and it's really customizable, and I just love it, and the kids love it. It's so exciting for them.
My name is Laura Marone and I teach pre-K. And I've been teaching for 10 years. This is my 10th year. And I grew up in Kent County, and so I went to school through Kent County Public Schools. And when I was younger, it was exciting when we got to go to the computer lab, because that was the only computer experience, and I had computer class in the middle school and high school. So it's really neat that now, starting in pre-K, they have computers in the classroom, we have iPads, we have the Promethean board, we have an active table that's by Promethean, and so they have access to it starting at 4 years old. And we just had a time when we could go to the computer lab when I was younger. What starts with K? Good. What is that, Jerron?
Kite.
Kite? What do you have, Hyro?
Jerron, you're a good
Kitten.
reader. Good job, Hyro.
We got the Promethean active table, and they were working on a game on there with beginning sounds. So they were looking at the letter, and then they had to find pictures that matched the letter, that it started with that letter. They got to move the pictures around, and then if they touched it, it would say the word for them. And so they like being able to move the things around.
I'm Megan Smith, and I teach 1st grade here at Garnett, and I've been with accounting for 5 years. So I do reading, math, all the subject areas. I do social studies, and she does science.
My name is Rachel Hopkins. I've been with Kent County for 10 years. I teach 1st grade, all the content areas, and we switch, like Megan said, for science and social studies. When we think about like devices and like the direction for where we're going, like we're really grateful that 1st grade gets to have the iPads and the teacher iPads, and it's like selfishly I'm like, thank goodness it's us. But I mean, my wish would be that all the teachers could experience like what we're experiencing, because it's had such a positive impact on how we teach and how our kids are learning. And I just feel like it's really preparing them for, like, you know,
What's to come?
a 21st century education, you know, and what they're going to be expected to do outside of the classroom. I mean, I feel like we've got a huge advantage for teaching and learning with the technology and with the speed and support that we'll be getting with the internet. I mean,
It's definitely a lot of great potential.
yeah. And I think about how much teaching's changed in my first 10 years, and to even try to imagine what it's going to be like in the next 10 years, I think it's necessary. I mean,
Even
it's
in 5 years, I feel like,
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something 3 years ago, just having them type on a Word document, and now I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's really changed.
Yeah, gone are the days of taking your class to the computer lab once a week to get exposed to, you know, Internet
have
Explorer.
the-
I mean, it's
The kids hands-on, especially the little guys, you know, it's so important. They get so excited, and just to move and hear themselves talk and read, it just makes, you know, such a big difference.